Since we don't want to get caught, we plan ahead, are we crazy or what? We plan ahead, are we crazy or what?
Hi, I'm Jennifer with Are We Crazy or What? I want to show you the Preparedness Planner and a little about how to use it. This planner is a complete planner and record keeper for all your supplies with a huge section devoted to food storage. The first thing you're going to want to do after you purchase your planner is to print it out. The Preparedness Planner is an ebook by design that comes in PDF format. I designed it this way because I really was tired of buying planners that contain pages that I would never use. Those pages would remain blank and just be blank sheets and extra weight in my book. So after you download the planner, go ahead and print out the pages you know you will use. My family and I are vegetarians, so we would not print out the dehydrated meats page, for example. The print only as needed feature is also handy because you can replace pages at any time. Each of the balance sheets last for 1 year, so at the end of the year, you just print out another sheet and begin a new year. After you print out the planner, you'll need to find a binder to place all the pages in and of course punch holes in your pages. One thing I want to point out is that this book starts off as an ebook. Like I mentioned, I did that by design, but then when your data is placed onto the sheets, you have a hard copy which you don't have to depend on your computer to access. So the Preparedness Planner starts off as an ebook, but then becomes a pencil and paper book that can be used off-grid. Another thing I think is advantageous to this design is that you can place the pages on a clipboard to actually take them with you. If all your data was on a computer, this wouldn't be an option. I know there are tablets and phones available, but syncing all those devices is sometimes a pain if it even works at all. The Preparedness Planner has 87 pages of forms and lists to help you keep track of your supplies. I placed a heavy emphasis on food storage since that's often the biggest and most complicated part of your preps. The sections of the Preparedness Planner are food storage, water storage, bug-out bag storage, documentation storage, medical supply storage, toiletry and cleaner storage, seed and plant storage, and last there is a gear and tools storage section. All the sections come with a brief introduction in case you are new to that particular area of preparedness. Then in most sections there are extensive lists that give you a multitude of suggestions of what you can include in your preps. For example, two list sections in food storage are baking and beans. I provided a list of the most common baking mixes and listed the most common beans. You can also use these lists for meal planning. So let me go over the heart of the planner, the food storage section. First, there are pages to plan out your master meal plan. What I recommend is that you compile a 3-month menu plan and repeat that 4 times during the year for a year's worth of food storage. So there are sheets to help you make that 3-month list. There are also worksheets to help you determine what you need to buy from those recipes. Right, I know what you're thinking, but Jennifer, I already have a food supply, it's just not organized. No problem. I provided an inventory sheet to help you determine what you already have. The inventory list can also be used once a year to help you make sure your counting is correct. Then I provided balance sheets to actually help you rotate your food and keep track of what's coming in and what's going out. I've also included several sheets to help you keep track of expiration dates for purchased food or home preserved food that you'd like to use first. Then finally, I've included a freezer section because I know that many of us utilize our freezer for food storage, and there are many foods that just don't fit into a shelf-stable environment. And all of that is just in the food storage section. Moving on to the other parts of the planner, I've included pages to help you keep track of your water supply. I recommend you change out your water supply every 6 months. This planner provides a place to keep track of that rotation. The same goes with your bug-out bag. I recommend that you change out the clothes and food items for the winter months and then change those items again for the warmer months. You can keep track of all that rotation in this section. I've also included an extensive list of items to be kept in your bug out bag. The list I've included are different for 72-hour kits, car survival kits, children's packs, several survival kits, dog packs, evacuation packs, get home bags, and EDC bags. In the planner, I also provide an area for you to keep track of all your important documentation. I give an extensive list of what I think is important documentation and what you need to keep track of it. Although I'm not a fan of keeping all sensitive and important information in one place, keeping copies and hints to jog your memory to passwords is something that can easily be done in this section. Next is the medical supply section, where I give extensive lists to help you put together many different kinds of medical kits, along with forms to help you keep track of your non-consumable supplies, along with those that are consumable. I've also designed a section for you to help you keep track of your toiletry and cleaning supplies. I like to rotate those as well, so you'll find lists of what to store, and then a balance sheet for helping you keep track of the items as you rotate them. The next section is for seed saving and cuttings. You can keep track of your seeds from year to year with a balance sheet. Don't worry, I didn't forget about pets. I've got forms to help you keep track of all the supplies you need for your pets, and they can also be used to keep track of a small amount of livestock. Finally, I provided a checklist of basic gear and tools that every preparedness-minded person should have in their supplies. I hope this helps to illustrate what's included in the Preparedness Planner. I designed and wrote it. I laid out all the forms and I did all the design. Did I mention I was a DIY kind of girl? It wasn't written by someone trying to guess what needs to go into it. Anyway, my point is that it was not manufactured by people who are not living a preparedness lifestyle. So I know it will be an asset to help you keep track of all your supplies. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to visit my website, arewecrazyorwhat.net, for more information. Take care until we talk again.